Welcome back. In this class, we are going to discuss about the small signal model analysis of FET, that is field effect transistor. So, FET, small signal model. So, in the previous session, we have discussed about the small signal model or the small signal analysis of bipolar junction transistor. So, there we have analyzed the amplifier or the amplifying action of the bipolar junction transistor using H parameter model for small signal. Generally, we will classify the frequency response of the amplifier into two ways: small signal analysis and high frequency analysis. Why? Because the behavior of the transistor varies as the frequency of the applied input signal varies. Generally, for lower frequency signals, the transistor's equivalent diagram will be in one form, and for higher frequency signals, generally the frequency which is greater than 1 megahertz, that means at the input of the amplifier, if the input signal frequency is greater than 1 megahertz, then the equivalent circuit diagram for the transistor, especially for bipolar junction transistor, is different. That is the reason why we will classify into two types: small signal analysis or low frequency analysis, and the high frequency analysis. Why? Because in the high frequency analysis, generally capacitance effect is going to be existed. That is the reason why we will replace the equivalent circuit diagram of the transistor with hybrid pi model, for higher frequencies. In that hybrid pi model, along with the resistances, we will see in the capacitances also. But whereas for a small signal model, what we have discussed for BJT in the last sessions, we have discussed that by using H parameter model. Right? So similarly here also, why? Because if we take BJT, bipolar junction transistor, it is a current control device. The BJT is a current control device. We have already seen the differences. It is current control device. Why? Because the output current IC is completely controlled by the input current IB. Right? But whereas if you come to the field effect transistor, FET is voltage controlled device. It is voltage controlled because the output current ID is controlled by the input voltage VGS. Generally, we will use common source configuration mostly. In common source configuration, the input terminal is current, and that is generally the input current is IZ. Why? Because the input terminal is gate, and the input voltage is VGS. Similarly, the output current is ID and the output voltage is VDS. These we have already seen while we have studied the characteristics of a field effect transistor. But generally, the IC current is always 0 for the field effect transistor. We don't have this IC. But whereas if you come to the BJT, the input current is IB, the input voltage is VBE, the output current is IC, the output voltage is VC. So we have established the relationships among these four parameters using H parameter model. That means we have analyzed or we have drawn the equivalent circuit diagram of the transistor using this H parameter. But here also we can use similar. But here we are not having this IZ. The input current is not defined. So that is the reason why generally we won't use H parameter model for the field effect transistor in order to draw this small signal model. So we are going for a generalized approach based upon the input and output current equation. Whatever it may be, whether it is a BJT or the field effect transistor, the first thing we have to concentrate on the output current. In case I see here the output current IT. So here in case of field effect transistor, while we have studied the characteristics, we have derived a relationship between the input current and the output current ID and the input voltage using Shockley current equation. Using Shockley equation, which is given by ID is equal to IDSS into 1 minus VGS by VP whole square. You already know what is VGS, you already know what is VP. VP means the pinch of voltage. Where the pinch of voltage is the cutting edge between the ohmic region and the saturation region. When the applied input voltage VGS is greater than VP, once again I am remembering, VDS is greater than VP means the transistor will be in the saturation region. If VDS is less than VP means the FET will be in ohmic region. In the ohmic region, the FET is going to work like a VCR, voltage controlled resistors. And in saturation region, it is going to work like CCS, constant current source. This is voltage controlled resistor. And generally, the output current ID is depending upon two parameters. So I can write ID is a function of VGS as well as VDS. We have already seen how these two are going to affect the ID value. So once we will have a look on the output characteristics of the field effect transistor, they are like this. The output characteristics are drawn between ID versus the output voltage VDS. So here these characteristics are depending upon the input voltage. Let us assume input voltage VGS is equal to 0. So when the gate to source voltage is 0 and when you increase the VDS, the current ID increases like this, and after that it will be constant like this. So the voltage at which the output voltage VDS at which the current is becoming constant is called pinch off voltage. Means here this region is ohmic region and this region is saturation region. So these are the two regions of operations of the transistor. So in this ohmic region, it is going to work like VCR, voltage controlled resistor. And in the saturation region, it is working like a constant current source. Why? Because even though you are increasing VDS from this point onwards, like this if you are increasing, the current is always constant. But between 0 to VP, the pinch off voltage, this is the pinch off voltage. So between 0 to VP, when you increase the VDS, the current is increasing like this. That is the reason why ohmic region. So these are the characteristics. That means from this I can say the output current ID is a function of VDS as well as VGS. Why? Because this is when VGS is equal to 0 volts. When VGS is reduced, that means if you apply negative voltage between gate and source, what is going to happen is, if you increase the VDS, the current, the characteristics will be like this. That means your ID value is going to reduce. Actually, this is the point called IDSS, the drain to source saturation current. This is the maximum current. So when you increase VGS to minus volts, that means you have reduced actually minus 1 volt. What is happened? The IDSS has been reduced, or I can say ID is reduced. That means my ID is depending upon this VGS also. That is the reason why I have written this statement. So when you change VGS and VDS, the output current ID is going to vary. That is the reason why I have written the current ID is a function of VGS and VDS. Right? So here I will write ID as per Shockley equations. I am writing the expression for ID. So ID, the change in drain current, is equal to dou ID by dou VGS into delta VGS by keeping VDS constant, and it is equal to dou ID by dou VDS when VGS is constant into delta VDS. It means here generally delta and dou both are changing. That means these two get cancelled. You will have only the change in current. Right? So here delta ID by delta VGS, and here delta ID by delta VDS. Right? This is called the transconductance GM. So generally we will write, overall we will write ID will be equal to GM into VGS plus. So the ratio of output current to the output voltage means it is the inverse of the drain resistance, what we have defined in the characteristics. The drain resistance RD. Here I am writing once again. The drain resistance RD, small r suffix small d. It is defined as the change in output current to the change in input current. So we can write delta VDS by delta ID. Right? So here I am writing 1 by RD into VDS. So with this VDS is nothing but the output voltage. So for this equation, I am representing this equation in the form of circuit diagram. It will be like this. Generally, one more important point is the gate current for the field effect transistor is 0. IC is 0. That means between gate and source, we can't find anything. So that is the reason why generally we will make the gate and source as open circuited. So if we write the small signal model for FET, so I am drawing the circuit diagram, the small signal model. Why I am using this equation is, previously when I have discussed the equivalent circuit diagram for the small signal model of BJT, simply I have analyzed the H parameter equations there. From that H parameter equations, I have drawn the circuit diagram. So similarly, I am doing the same thing using this equation. Why? Because here the H parameter equations won't be possible because my input current is 0. So I can't define. And not only that, generally the field effect transistor is having very high input impedance. It is having very high input impedance, generally in mega ohms. right? So take the small signal model. I am drawing it for common source, the gate terminal and the source terminal. Generally, the gate and source terminals are open circuited, and between the drain and source, I am having a current source and the drain resistance RD. I am having a drain resistance RD also. So this is the drain terminal and this is the common terminal, source terminal, right? So generally the gate to source voltage I am indicating with VGS. It is always open circuited, but sometimes we will indicate with a resistor, the gate resistance RG sometimes we will indicate, but generally the input impedance or the gate resistance value is 1000 mega ohms, is very high value. So 1000 mega ohms means it is approximately having 10 power 9 ohms. It is approximately 10 power 9 ohms. Means very high resistance value. That is the reason why we are making it as open circuit. Right? So this is, and the current which is flowing through the drain terminal is ID. So RD, and this is the current GM into VGS, where GM is called the transconductance, right? Where GM is called, very important point, the transconductance. So if we can divide into two parts, trans and conductance. Generally conductance means it is the inverse of resistance, right? Why? Because generally resistance is nothing but voltage to current ratio, but here it is current to voltage ratio inversely. That is the reason why it is conductance. But why the term trans came here is because it is the ratio of output current to the input voltage. Understand? So why I have given this trans means GM is the ratio of the output current ID to the input voltage, delta VGS. So that is the reason why I call it as a trans parameter. So transconductance. Generally we will know the input impedance and output impedance. Input impedance means input voltage by input current. Output impedance means output voltage by output current. But here it is the ratio of output to the input, output current to the input voltage. So that is the reason why we have given this word trans. Right? So this is the small signal equivalent circuit for a field effect transistor. This is the small signal equivalent circuit. The small signal equivalent circuit for field effect transistor. Right? So at the input side between gate and source we are having open circuit, and between drain and source we are having a constant current source and a drain resistance. And why we are having this current source and drain resistance also we can explain from these characteristics. Why? Because between 0 to pinch off voltage I am having ohmic region. In the ohmic region the FET is going to work like a voltage controlled resistor. So my resistor. And in the saturation region it is a constant current source, CCS, constant current source in the saturation region. So I am having a current source here. So from these characteristics also we can tell like this. And generally this maximum IDS curve generally existing when VGS is equal to 0. VGS is equal to 0 means, does we have any resistance here? No, nothing. We have at the input side we won't have anything. So generally this is the generalized way from the graph we can tell the equivalent circuit diagram. Right? So that is. So here GM is defined. So now how to calculate generally, how to calculate this GM graphically. So we will do that graphical analysis first. So I am drawing the transfer characteristics curves. The transfer characteristics are drawn between output current versus the input voltage, that is ID versus VGS. Right? We already know the Shockley's current equation. This is my current equation. ID is equal to IDSS. When VGS is equal to 0 in this equation, that means when VGS is equal to 0, the current is maximum, IDSS, the saturation current. How it came, you already know. Actually, we will draw these transfer characteristics from this reflection. We have already discussed. So I am having the maximum value IDSS. And when VGS is equal to VP, pinch off voltage, what is going to happen? ID will be 0. That means the transfer characteristics curve will be like this. This voltage is called pinch off voltage VP. Right? So generally on this characteristic curve, we will indicate our Q point. We have already discussed how the Q point is fixed on the characteristics. We have already done. We have done different types of biasing circuits. So generally the slope at this point is going to give the GM value. So at the Q point, at the quiescent point, how we are going to find out the slope is, generally we will draw a tangent line at this point. We will draw a tangent line. So from that we are going to find out so this is the difference between ID. That means this region is delta ID and this region it indicating delta VGS. So the slope here means we are simply find out ID by I, delta Y by delta X. Generally how we will write the slope? M is equal to, we will write delta Y by delta X, Y2 minus Y1 by X2 minus Y1 X1. Generally we will write in the coordinates geometry. So here I can simply write delta Y means delta ID divided by delta VGS. That is nothing but the transconductance GM. This is how we have to calculate the transconductance from the graphical analysis, from the graph. Similarly, if the quiescent point here, at that point you have to write tangent and the corresponding, the change in ID and the change in VGS is going to give the slope of this. Right? So that is, as the slope increases, the point is moving either upward, either moving towards VP. It decreases, it will move towards IDSS. So this is the point IDSS. So based upon the slope of these two or at the location of this Q point, your GM value also varying. As you move in the upward direction, if your Q point is moving in the upward direction, GM is going to change. It is moving in the downward direction, your GM is going to change. So this is how we will generally calculate the transconductance using the graph. But mathematically, we can find out. So I am writing the Shockley's current equation. ID is equal to IDSS into 1 minus VGS by VP whole square. I am differentiating this equation with respect to VGS. So, differentiating VGS. So, dID by dVGS is equal to, this is a constant term, so we have to differentiate this. Square means d by dx of x square means 2x. So I am writing 2 into IDSS into 1 minus VGS by VP into, again we have to differentiate this, that means I will get minus 1 by VP. Generally, we will take the magnitude of this VP in order to find out this GM. What is this actually? GM, the transconductance. The value should not be a negative value. So, I am putting a modulus value. So, because I am considering the magnitude, so 2 IDSS divided by modulus of pinch of voltage into 1 minus VGS divided by VP. So this is the transconductance. So this is the expression for the transconductance. Right? At VGS is equal to 0. Suppose at VGS is equal to 0, I am having maximum IDSS. Let us assume. So at VGS is equal to 0, then I am assuming GM is equal to GM naught. GM naught means it is the transconductance at VGS. Gate to source voltage is 0. So put 0 here, you will get 2 into IDSS by modulus of VP. So I can write once again, GM is equal to, what is GM? 2 IDSS by mod VP. This is nothing but GM naught. So I will write GM is equal to GM naught into 1 minus VGS by VP. So this is the expression for the transconductance. So this is the small signal model of the field effect transistor.